I personally had feedback to Mr. Ozma a little bit regarding Chaotic. I was like telling him that Chaotic is really good also, just like Quantum. So you put out really two great pieces of content, but Chaotic comes late and Chaotic doesn't have like the scaling like Quantum. So maybe you should consider Chaotic to also have some sort of scaling. Like Quantum has got 15 to 40 offerings, right? Chaotic should also have choices of 12 to 24 men. Because if you do that, then at least Chaotic become more accessible. But not just strictly to Chaotic and Quantum. I hope that moving forward, this is how they do content. The complete Deep Dungeon Quantum concept that they put around together this time, I think works. I think it's good for the game. I enjoyed it. I think a lot of people are enjoying it. So hopefully in the future, 8.0, 9.0, 10.0, or whatever, or even it, if you have to go back and revamp, like, you know, I was saying earlier, Chaotic or Savage or EX, do it. You guys have cost problem, right? If you guys were to spend the time and money to make a content, I think it's important that everybody can do it and not just like some people can do it. So let's just say, okay, right now, this is how they do content, okay? Story, dungeon, EX trial, normal mode, normal rate. And then you got Savage, Criterion. Now you got Ultimate. So this is what they were doing. It's like you make separate content for complete different player base. What you needed to do is that you need to make a content that somehow intersect. And this is Deep Dungeon. Everybody has a piece of it. Everybody can enjoy it. And people just choose whether they do it. So I feel that moving forward, Savage should also be here. EX Trial should also be here. Criterion should also be here. I mean, I guess in the way Criterion is also like that, but they name it different, right? They call it Criterion and Variant, right? Moving forward, they should do something like that. You know what I mean? So Ultimate should be scaling too. I mean, honestly speaking, if you watch my other video, I talk about it. I think you can. Now, I'm not saying that you should. I think you can. Say for Savage, you should. Like, Ultimate should have scaling. Ultimate should have proc mode. You do phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4, phase 5. You can queue in and you just do the phase. But it doesn't give you reward. No reward, no nothing, no title, no glamour, no nothing, blah, nothing. You go in, you learn every phase, just like the simulator. And then you go to the real mode, the entire 18 minutes, you clear it. Then you get a title, then you get a glamour. Yes, I think you can have that. I don't think it's a bad idea. Because if you do that, okay, because right now, Ultimate, right? Right now, Ultimate is only done by Ultimate Raiders. Savage only Raiders don't do Ultimate. They just do Savage. Because this is one step too high for them. So let's just say if your Ultimate has got bracket or phases proc, then maybe those Savage only player, they don't mind trying. And now that they try, they are like, yo, maybe I can do this. Then they will transit into this. Then this content, instead of only for the 1%, now it can become for 5%. So that is the philosophy they are going, right? They want to make content like the Deep Dungeon so that casuals can do it, Savage Raider can do it, Ultimate Raider can do it. Because in here, there's Quantum. If they want to stick with this Deep Dungeon Quantum, everybody can enjoy the content philosophy, then yes, I do think that Ultimate, they can do it like that. P1, P2, P3, yes, they can do that. Because this will transit Savage only player to this. Now, if they also do the same for Savage. Now, Savage is lesser phase, right? Your EX Trial players or your casuals, MSQ casuals, now maybe they try, okay, can I do, wait, I can do P1 for turn 4. Wait, I can do P2 for turn 4. Wait, I might be good enough. Now, Savage clear rate instead of 15% might raise to 40%. And now, your Savage, just like your Quantum, is a content for everybody. So that is what I'm trying to say. Now, is this good? Is this acceptable? That's up to you. That also depends on their implementation. That is also depending on how they do rewards. That is also depending on how you gatekeep or how you feel that it should or should not. That's not up to me. But I'm just saying, if they use the Deep Dungeon philosophy where it touches every single player base, I do think, yes, they should also consider that for Savage, or even further, they maybe can consider for Ultimate. Because this is good transitions. This transit player into this and this transit player into this. Because right now, right, it's only this or this or this. That's not good for the game. Because doing 3 different things, creating 3 complete different things is a waste of money. You are creating an asset that is only used and enjoyed by a fraction of the community. No, I think it's a waste of development power and I think it's a waste of money. This Deep Dungeon is probably the best money they spend, I think. I mean, I will even say Criterion. I think when they make Criterion and Variant, I think it was a very good place that they spend development time and they spend money. Now, why is Criterion bad? Because reward is shit. If the reward is justifiable, Criterion would have been super popular. Criterion would have been as popular as a Savage, but they fucked up Criterion because of the reward. I hope Quantum doesn't go down that route, because Quantum gives you a few sacks. Quantum should give you weapon. Quantum should have been, if you clear 15 offering, you will get a base weapon. If you clear 30 offering, you can dye it. If you clear 40 offering, that weapon glows. I feel like Quantum should have that. That would have been a complete... Bro, if they do that, I guarantee you, this shit pops off. I guarantee you. If Quantum 15, 30, 40 have different glamour, or same glamour, but you know, like I say, base, dyeable, and glowable, this shit will pop off. That's the reason why Ultimate pops off. Just the reward. And that is the reason why Criterion didn't pop off. Because Criterion got no reward. Where would I put Chaotic? I think Chaotic is here. But casuals don't want to do it. Because casual think it's too difficult. Because it's hard for them to organize. It's hard for them to play with other 24 people. And then it comes too late. And it requires beast gear. And they don't do Savage. And also, you can't make a single mistake. Because Chaotic needs all 24 men. You can't do it with 23. You can't do it with 22. You cannot do it with 21. You must have 24 men. And these casuals have no gear. And they have no exposure to Savage mechanic. So to them, they don't like it. And this is why, again, if they do their deep dungeon concept and they do a chaotic proc mode, again, with P1, P2, P3 only phase to practice, then this casual can try. This casual can try. This casual can try. Now, these casual are confident. Now they can do the chaotic, right? So I do think having a practice mode like Quantum, having a practice... Okay, I will say Quantum is like a practice mode, right? 15, 30, 40 is like practice modes, right? To do 40 eventually, right? So if Ultimate have something like that, if Savage got something like that, if Chaotic got something like that, yeah, yes. I think everybody will translate nicely, yeah. Oh no, Occult Crescent and FT is different. I think Occult Crescent and FT is... Occult Crescent is the whole thing. Occult Crescent, literally anybody can do it. That's why field operations is the most important content in an MMORPG. Occult Crescent is like open world content. Occult Crescent is like anybody can do content. It has things for everybody. Rewards is also... You got every type of rewards in it. Now, they fucked up the reward. Yet again, they fucked up the Occult Crescent reward a little bit because the coffers are but they say they're gonna improve it, right? So, no, Fog Tower is not trash. Fog Tower is like Quantum. Okay, this is the part that I'm listening so much to in the last couple of days because people think that you do Deep Dungeon, you must do Quantum. No, if you do Eureka, you don't have to do BA. If you do Zetnor and Bozja, you don't have to do DRS. If you do Occult Crescent, you don't have to do Fog Tower. You can't bundle them together because it is different tier of content within the content for different group of players. It's like Deep Dungeon. Deep Dungeon climbing, you can do it for achievement, 1 to 100. You can do it personally. You can play by yourself, 1 to 100. You can do it with 4 men, 1 to 100. You can do it with parks, 1 to 30. You can use it for leveling. You can do it now in PF, 50 plus, 70 plus to 100. And then now you got a separate thing, Quantum, that you can do with your static, PF, or hardcore players. Or if you want to take that step, but you are not good enough, you do 15. Then you do 30. Then you do 45. I'm 40, right? Occult Crescent is the same thing, right? You level up. You want to level 1. You want to level 2. You just want to level up. You just want to do Barney Fate. You want to open carrots. You want to upgrade your gear. You want to do Fog Tower. You want to do 100 Fog Tower, right? Very different content for every people. Right? Occult Crescent offers you everything. Yes, within this, sure, you got Fog Tower. But you don't have to do it. I remember it took 3 hours to organize. Okay, that one is not to do with the content. That one is just as implementation of accessibility and quality of life. Having to waste time to get into Fog Tower has nothing to do with the Fog Tower itself. You can't complain that this ramen sucks because you have to queue 2 hours for it. The fact that you have to queue 2 hours for it sucks, but that is not the ramen's fault. That is not because the ramen is not delicious. The ramen is delicious. It's the fact that the shop didn't open more restaurants, the shop didn't have more seats, and the shop didn't regulate the customer better. That has nothing to do with the ramen. Fog Tower implementation that you cannot go in and you cannot access it, it has nothing to do with the quality of the content. Fog Tower is a good content, just badly implemented. Okay, anyway guys, that's the video. We end up going on another tangent regarding content in the game. I don't know whether my editor will add this in. Maybe he will separate it, maybe he will milk this as 2 separate videos, I don't know. But otherwise, yeah, this is what I think so far for Deep Dungeon / Wonder. But hey, the content just came out. You guys maybe have a different experience than me, or maybe you guys will eventually try it, and maybe you guys will agree with me. Let me know what you think. Drop it in the comment section below, and make sure you guys check out our new Final Fantasy XIV Discord, which my editor maybe will put it on the screen, or you can just check it from the video description. And also, again, as usual, thank you for supporting the YouTube channel, and for those people that subscribe to the Ko-fi and go 2 more steps extra to support the YouTube channel. I really appreciate it. Big shout out to all of you guys. We have more stuff coming up for you. There will be a podcast I'll be planning soon. And Zeno promised me that he will go a broadcast with me. So maybe once Battlefield settle down over the weekend, before Ion 2 comes out, I'm going to set a date with Zeno and see whether we can sit down and then maybe talk about, let it cook, let this content cook a little bit, let PF do it, let the public do it. And then maybe like a couple of weeks later, we will do a podcast I will arrange with him. And then maybe we can talk more about this. But for now, please enjoy the content. Let me know in the description, comment section below again. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video, man. Peace.